The Roman legion was the most powerful fighting machine the ancient world had ever known. A force of 6,000 highly trained soldiers, each legion was an empire unto itself, a symbol of eternal brutal Roman power. To erase one would take a cataclysm. Yet, history tells a story of one legion that vanished entirely, leaving behind a silence so absolute that it continues to baffle historians. They didn't retreat, they didn't surrender, and they didn't leave a single body or battle standard to mark their end. This is the story of the Legio IX Hispana, the Ninth Legion, and the ultimate unsolved military mystery. How does 6,000 men simply disappear? The Ninth Legion was no ordinary unit. Its history was long and distinguished, dating back to the Republic. They marched with Julius Caesar through Gaul, stood with Augustus at the Battle of Actium, and fought across Spain, earning their title Hispana. They were a veteran force, known for their tenacity and crucially, their survival. They were not easily broken. When the Emperor Claudius launched the invasion of Britain, the Ninth Legion was at the forefront, driving the Roman frontier northward, carving roads and fortresses into the wild, rainy landscape of the island. The Ninth Legion's last great recorded battle was a mere disaster that should have been their end. In 60 AD, the British Queen Boudicca led a massive Celtic revolt against Rome. The Ninth Legion rushed to stop the uprising but were completely ambushed. They were almost wiped out, losing thousands of men and their commanding officer, barely managing to salvage their battle standard. But Rome was resilient. The legion was rebuilt, its ranks refilled, and its honor restored. They were given a new, vital assignment: to guard the northern frontier of Britain, protecting the empire from the fierce tribes of Caledonia, Scotland. They built their massive stone fortress at York, their home, and the last place we can confidently say they stood 6,000 strong. The trail grows cold around the year 108 AD. Historical records confirm the Ninth Legion was still fully operational and stationed in Britain. But after that date, their name disappears entirely from the British records. Later Roman historians, who meticulously documented every legionary disaster and triumph, never mentioned their disbandment or loss. It is the silence that is deafening. Had they been destroyed, it would have been a catastrophic failure that demanded explanation. Instead, we have nothing. By 160 AD, when the Roman Empire was at its height, only 29 legions were accounted for. The Ninth Legion was simply gone, leaving an empty space in the heart of the Roman military structure and a ghost story for history. Where did they go? The mystery has birthed three main theories. Theory 1, the Scottish massacre, the most romantic and popular idea. They were sent deep into the hostile fog and snow of Caledonia on a campaign against the fierce tribes, led by a commander driven by pride, where they were trapped, surrounded, and massacred down to the last man. Theory 2, the Eastern transfer, the less dramatic, but historically plausible theory. The legion was quietly withdrawn from Britain and sent to fight on the troubled eastern frontier. They were destroyed there, perhaps in a failed war against the Parthians, and quietly erased from records to save the emperor from embarrassment. Theory 3, disbandment, the mundane but unlikely theory. They were slowly disbanded due to losses or political reasons, their soldiers transferred elsewhere. But why would the powerful Roman state destroy their entire historical record? The truth, we may never know. Did they freeze to death in a forgotten Scottish valley? Did they perish in the dusty deserts of the East? What remains is not historical fact, but the chilling legend of a great fighting force that simply walked off the map. The Ninth Legion serves as a powerful reminder that even the most powerful, meticulously organized empires are vulnerable to the unknown, capable of swallowing 6,000 men whole and leaving only a whisper behind.